Welcome back to episode 52 of the world that I play in, the survival world, to be more exact. Um, so there's been a little bit since I did, but I recently tested out streaming. Because I did mention last episode I wanted to start trying to stream Minecraft to get some of the more boring things still on camera, so there weren't like huge leaps in progress out of nowhere. But I didn't want to like keep them in videos because I'm trying to like kind of quicken up the pace of my videos lately. And like they've stayed relatively the same length, like hour long, but I feel like they're more fast paced in that hour because before, it would be like I think I started off um with the idea of just no editing. So my first like 10, 15 episodes, I really just like sat down for an hour and recorded and then uploaded it with no editing, no cuts, nothing. Um but over time I've changed that because I just felt like doing it differently, and also it makes better videos. No one's gonna want to watch me trying to find moss for an hour and a half, which was my second episode of the series. And funny thing, it's actually only a 20-minute episode because I lost like all of the footage except for one bit. Um, so yeah. But um in efforts to continue kind of speeding up the pace of things, I am now streaming, is my point. And so if you would be interested in going over and checking out my Twitch channel, I'll link it in the description of this video, I guess, which I don't do very often, but I will do that for anyone who wishes to go and check it out. I think going forward, I will definitely be streaming some Minecraft. Not like all the time, but when I feel like it. When there's a large project I need to kind of work on in the world, I can stream it. So yeah. But I say that because in the test stream that I just did a little bit ago, um, I got some progress on our squid farm done because today it is squid farm day. Since last episode, I made a prismarine farm out in the ocean out there. Um, and it's great. It works very well. Almost too well. It's overflowing. It's overflowing the chests that I put in it, which is not what I was expecting. Also, I think I've lost one sponge. I sometime during the stream, I lost a sponge. I don't know where it is. I think I was drying my sponges up on the nether roof here, and I think I must not have picked it up. So, I lost a sponge, but, yeah. But, back to the prismarine farm. It works great, however, my main wish, is actually to have dark prismarine, which you need, black dye for. And for black dye, you need not black ink, but just ink sacks. And I don't have any easy access to ink sacks, which is why we are making this squid farm over here. And hopefully, I can AFK this squid farm and get wool at the same time, because my sheep farm is over here. And honestly, I think if I'm going to be building even bigger going forward, I'm gonna need more wool, even if it's just in small amounts. So any new wool helps for sure. Yeah, looks like I don't need to put any new shears in most of these. I was unaware I filled up. Okay, well, that guy's almost done. Oh, and this one has no sheep. Okay. Yeah. I need to kind of fix some stuff up. I think I've mentioned it before. I don't know how some of the sheep over here died because what would I don't know what would kill a sheep. Like, did that sheep over there get unlucky enough to be struck by lightning? I have no idea. But I also lost, I think, both of my yellow sheep, or both of some color, because I came back over here one time off camera, and the hopper mine carts were just in the wool chests, and the sheep were gone. So, this is the progress I got done during stream here, and it's not too much. I think I may have to, oh no, this counts as savanna, so squid shouldn't be spawning in here. But I'll drain it out if they do end up spawning in there. Of course. You know, I did that a lot during stream, too. So, that's all the progress we got done on stream. And it's a little more than it looks like, because, all of that was filled with water, too. So, you know, kind of all of that, was finished. But there's still a lot more, because I've got to get this whole section in here. And then there is a little bit over on this side, which I think also needs to be drained out. So it's going to be a lot of work, but I want to start by just building a little bit more of this platform here, just before I do anything else. Yeah, so I put up the glass platform to kind of see how it was going to look. Now, I was unaware, because I had not watched far enough in the tutorial yet, that I was not done. Also got to break a bunch of holes in this glass. And hopefully, those glass blocks float back up, because I don't want to lose the glass, too. But I really wish I had connected glass. But I think I need Optifine for that. And I don't really want to get Optifine. Just because it's like a whole thing you have to set up and download. I've already got Fabric. I don't think I can run the same mods that I use. On Optifine. Like, I don't know if there's... I use Lightmatica sometimes. I haven't used it in a while, but when I feel the need, I do use schematics. And I just don't know if there's a version of Lightmatica that runs on Optifine. I'm not sure. It could be, I guess. Alright. Can I... I don't want to jump like a dolphin out of the water. Please stop that. 1, 2... Alright. Hopefully this is all river. The tutorial didn't say whether or not these outside 3 blocks had to be in the river biome. So hopefully they don't, because, the inside 9x9 square that I just started with here is, that's all in the river, so hopefully that's all you need. I can check this corner, I suppose. Yeah, so this counts as savanna. And then if you come here to the middle circle, it's all river. So it's only like this corner that's savanna. But then it's a river right in the block that it needs to be. I don't know, it's like switching up. It's really weird. I have the biome marker up in the top left corner on my F3 if you couldn't see what I was looking at. Well, that's a good start. So I'm gonna see what else I need to build, and then I'll be back once I've done a little bit. So, I made a box on the platform. So that's what you're supposed to do. And you also need to drain under it, of course. But that's a little difficult because there's so much water. So I'm gonna have to, I think, do it in layers. Which is gonna take a while. But, I just wanted to point out how deep it is in this part of the river. Maybe I should have picked a different river because the farm is supposed to end at Y45, and you're supposed to have to dig down to Y45 in a normal river. Wait. Oh no, that's stone. I was like, did one of my sponges, the one I lost, they just magically regenerate? I thought it was a sponge floating there, and I had my 28th back. Anyways, you're supposed to have to dig down to Y45 in a normal river, but we are not in a normal river, of course. So all I have to dig out is this bit. So there's no point in me having brought the beacon, because I'm just... that's gonna be quick to mine out. I don't even care whether, like, I don't need... I don't need haste 2 to mine this out. Not to mention, it keeps going. It's deeper. It gets deeper. And this all counts as river. All of it. Everything down here. Well, we're in Savannah now, but everything under my box counts as river. So I'm gonna have to drain all of that too. I'm too far now to turn back, right? But I just wish I had picked another river. I don't know why I chose this one. Don't know why. Alright. It took a little while, but I finally got all the water drained out of this thing. And I didn't really have to do that much digging. I mean, where you see the gravel line, that's pretty much all I had to dig downwards. So, not too bad. But it was honestly kind of actually worse that I didn't have much to dig, because the rest of it was water. So it was more annoying than just holding left click. But now it's all empty, so we can start building the actual parts of the farm. And then at some point, this river is obviously going to have to be fully drained. So I'm probably going to finish that up in a stream. Man, I'm gonna have to drain out down here too. At least I can get glowing. I kind of want to keep this lower area, because it gives me glowing. I do need a glowing farm, because I kind of love glowing, but I don't... At the same time, though, I don't use so much of it that I really need a farm. If I ever get to the point where I use so much of it, I start needing a farm, then I guess I'll make a farm, but it's not really needed right now. I got so sick of how ugly my glass was looking, I found a connected glass texture. It turns out there's actually a built-in texture pack now that connects the glass, which must be part of one of the new updates because I don't remember that ever being a thing. But it looks like this, and honestly, I don't know how I like it. I kind of prefer the one where it's just see-through. Even though it kind of looks weird with this little platform here because it's like all see-through and then you can see this little bottom right there. But other than that, I think it looks better than this whole streaky thing, so yeah. But I'm going to get started on the first parts of the farm, and I'll be back when I've got that done. You're probably wondering, what is going on? Well, apparently, this is a necessary thing. It's very odd. But, these gates are so the water stays in place. But apparently, there's more digging. Which for me means there's more draining, so that's great news for me. That's what I wanted. For sure. And now I have to open all these. How am I supposed to know if they're open or not? Should do the bottom ones first. I will not be able to handle it if they're opened from different directions. It'll annoy me so much. Open. I might as well just... What? It's not on the other side of that. That's weird. It's opening towards me. It's like, apparently if you open them on the side, it just opens towards you. I never knew that. I wonder if there's a statistic for fence gates open. Opened, I mean. Open, 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 open. Not everything. Really? How? There's more. There's always more. Oh yeah, this is a good test. If I run into anything, it's not open. Like that. And this one. And this one. Alright. Looks good. Never mind. I swear these are getting like closed again. Okay. Okay. Sure. Well, now we've got to dig down to Y29, which, like I said, doesn't really mean digging for me. This it? Yes. We are on Y29 right now. Oh, this is going to be so much more draining. No. Oh. Why? Why? Look at this. They're like 16 blocks. Oh. So I actually am not going to have to dig all the way down, like I thought, which is very nice. I saw some people saying they actually made a couple changes, and instead of letting fall damage do the work, they just placed soul campfires right below these fence gates. So I'm just gonna do that, since I don't really want to do all this draining at the moment. I probably will have to at some point, but I don't want to do it right now. And a lot of people were complaining that it like didn't work at all, but I'm not all that worried because all of those same people said that they weren't going to bother draining the rivers around their squid farm, which I think is the exact reason why it wasn't working. I mean, it's annoying, but I think any sort of squid farm design, you have to drain the rivers. And it sucked because they were like berating the person who made the video just because they didn't want to drain a river. Even though I think you have to do that no matter what. You're gonna farm squids. So that was interesting to see. And more than half of the comments were just people being mad that they had to drain a river, so it's unfortunate. Alright. So now I'm going to need almost 2 stacks of soul campfires. And now I have almost 2 stacks of stone slabs for no reason. I guess that's alright. Could always use them for building later on. Okay. I also need room for chest collection, obviously, so I don't know how far down I'm going to be going yet. Let's see, if I have the campfires right there, then this is going to be the hopper layer. And then I guess that's the bottom layer. So. That's nice. Alright. Cool. Well, I can fill this in then. And get to work on the soul campfires. So I've just come to the end to repair my tools real quick. And I should have recorded before I came through the portal. Need these guys to shut up. I should have recorded before I came through the portal, but there was a random villager walking around the stronghold. Just in the portal room, next to the lava. I don't know how he got there. Because I mean, I used to have some villagers wandering around in the end, but, or the nether, so maybe I guess he went through a portal. But, I haven't seen any villager on the nether roof in a while. So I guess maybe he's just been in there. I think he's gonna die. He's gonna walk into the lava at some point. But, yep, just thought I'd mention that, it was funny. Okay, I should be able to come down here. I'll do it on sand. Sand is a lot easier to break than then stone. My goodness. Love when that happens. Okay. So I'm just gonna place these. Well, no, it makes more sense to do hoppers, but like I don't want to deal with the placing of the hoppers right now. What? Man, what am I doing? I need to do the hoppers. I don't. There's no point. There's no point in placing the campfires first. I did that for no reason. Let's. Okay. So in here I should have. Yes. Should be able to just place a bunch of chests on this side. Yep. And now that should be good. Okay. Very satisfying, actually. I like placing hoppers. I don't know why I opted for sand first. Doesn't really make sense. Okay. So these campfires should be good now. I actually really like the blue fire. Pretty cool. Not when it gets placed up there. Oh no! No! Oh, this is already going bad. Where does this fence gate need to go? Right here? Yeah. What? A gap. So it should be right here. Okay. Boy. Putting all these out is going to be a little annoying. What? How'd you get there? Should only be missing one. Yeah. There we go. Oh, this takes durability, what? Never seen something more stupid. What? Why am I putting them out? Why am I... Oh my... Why am I putting them out? There's no reason. Oh, stupid. That's actually... I have no idea why I did that. I could not tell you. Because how is it supposed to, how is it supposed to kill the squid if I put out all the fires? Mm, come on. Okay. I do hate the amount of smoke, but it's whatever. So now, I mean, this is pretty much done once I fill in these water holes. And it looks like I've done it right. Okay. It's going to be really annoying if one of these I did not do right. But we'll see. They look good. Two more. Alright, that's all of them. Now, I have barely any of the river drained out right now, so it's probably not going to be working too well. But I've got the main part of the farm set up, which is nice. So, I mean, this is pretty much it. I'm gonna have to do a stream where I drain out the rest of the river, but yeah, we're pretty much done here. So, I'll be back when that river's drained, which could actually be a while, but yeah. Okay, so, if you didn't catch the stream that I just did, then this is actually a huge jump in progress for you, but I did finish up this river out here finally. After the testing stream, I think it was probably somewhere around there, and it took me about 4 more hours, but I finished the rest of it and even went all the way over there. Now at some point you can see I've ran out of sand. I had to use stone, which was honestly actually better because the sand being affected by gravity was kind of getting annoying. But I think it's been probably close to 2 hours since I ended the stream, and I've been up here AFKing this farm since. This is supposedly also a very fast farm, and I think I mean it really is, because just when I was setting up the AFK room, I had like almost a stack in a couple of the chests once I was done. So, normally you would have them die to gravity, but I didn't want to deal... I mentioned this already. Normally they die to gravity, but I didn't want to deal with whatever is going on down here. This is actually great. Wait, there's so many glow squids down here. This is kind of a mini glow squid farm as well. That's nice. Dude, the baby squids are like actually pretty cute. I don't know. They made a lot of the babies cuter. Where'd my glow... There. Give me my glowing sacks. Okay. It's enough distraction. I can find the way back up. So, I didn't want to deal with... Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, man. That is pretty good, considering I wasn't up there for long. That's over a shulker box. For sure. Honestly, I think it won't even fit in two. That's like pretty good. And this is without looting, so I think squids without looting only drop a couple, like maybe 2 ink sacs at most every time they die. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. This is a lot of dead squid. Wow. I've 2 full shulker boxes of ink sacs. And that's not even... I mean, that's almost another full shulker box. Wow. I have at least 2 more here, I think. That's actually kind of insane. I was not expecting it to work that well. I need more rockets. But the beauty of keeping an ender chest on you. I don't know why I don't do that all the time. Well, it was so much work to clear out this stinking river. But I think it was worth it because that's a lot of ink. So, what are you doing down there? So, I think, that sets up future builds really nicely because now I pretty much have infinite dark prismarine. Thanks to the 2 farms that I've just built the past couple of episodes. So I think I used to have an extra stack of cooked cod on me. I guess I put it away somewhere, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next time. I've spent so much time trying to clear out this river, I haven't really planned for what's next. You're kidding. I think a squid can still spawn in that, so. Oh. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna get rid of all of these squares. It is like 5 shulkers of sand, which is a lot. That's I should really grab all the sand again because I'll need that sand at some point, but I can probably just do that when the time comes. Like all that sand down there is pretty much um my beach that I tore down. Oh wait. Sorry, I was AFKing way over there, but I wonder if I was close enough to load these farms. No. Ooh. My gunpowder situation is kind of rough. I'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe I AFK that overnight sometime. it was like my gunpowder was overflowing for so long, I just took it for granted. But I spent so much of it making TNT, to get more netherite that it's all gone. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure because I made 3 layers of it, it's also a pretty quick farm, so I wouldn't have to sit there for long for it to fill up nicely again. And I think the TNT is definitely worth it, because I think the netherite sets in the museum will be pretty cool. So, this is the highest vantage point in my base at this point. Um, I think... Oh yeah, I have my render distance really low from the stream. Um, just because yeah, it does not want to run when it's any more than 12, so. Alright. So, I think it is probably time to turn my attention back towards this so-called city. It's not really much of a city right now. And I think that needs to be fixed. I do want to kind of finish up back here, though. It is a little unpolished in the courtyard area that I made. But I think that requires a lot of tree chopping to do any expanding. So for now, what I want to do, because I either want to save the tree chopping for when replay mod works again and I can do time lapses, or maybe just another stream of doing yet another boring, monotonous thing. I guess that was the point. I don't want to do anything else during streams, because then if you miss it, you feel like you left out. I can assure you, you did not miss out on the river stream. You can go watch it all, but yeah. Also, I've been really close to the mic this whole time. I'm very sorry. I'm too loud. I went back and I watched older videos and I'm like, oh, I can barely hear myself. So I've been trying to get closer to the mic, but now I feel like sometimes I'm too loud. This building needs to change, for sure. It's a shame because I actually really like this floor. I like the, like, two-tiered design, and I like the bottom floor, although I think I want to make the texturing less messy, because right now it just looks kind of like block vomit. I don't know. It's from far away it doesn't look too bad, but I I just don't know what is going on here. Um, so I think maybe if I come up with a better gradient, because cobbled deep slate to tough is like pretty drastic, I feel like. Um, I just want to mess with this building a bit. I think I'm not gonna fully tear it down, because I think I said this before. It's the first building. I think it deserves to stay up as like a historical building, but I definitely want to completely redo the roof and probably redo some bits of the other 2 layers. But I'm not sure if I want to do that next time. I think next time I might start kind of working. What? Oh my! What? I didn't look at you. Oh, that. Oh my. Uh, that. That scared me so badly. What did I do to that guy? I didn't look at any of them. Oh, wow. I jumped so bad I took both of my hands off my mouse and keyboard. I switched my shovel. Oh, okay. Um, oh, well, I did look at that guy. Um, I might as well just look at all of them. Come on. Fight me. You won't. Okay. um, I think I kind of want to work on this wall a little bit and get it looking nicer. Um, really, I think there just need... I think next episode, I'm just going to polish up the museum completely, which means fixing up the roof on the front because it's I poked through it when I was building the interior, and then fixing up this wall here and kind of figuring out what's gonna happen, and I'm gonna get my wings back on. Also, actually decorating the outside of it because it's kind of just bare right now. So I think it could use some love. And that way, the museum is genuinely 100% done. Get out of here. Okay. And then we can actually start putting some of our dark prismarine to use. So that'll be nice. But yeah. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, night, whenever.